Kangal, the Turkish bite beast. The Kangal does not believe in warnings. No barking, no growling, just a sudden bone-crushing hello with its jaws. Hailing from the rugged lands of Turkey, this colossal canine holds the heavyweight title for the strongest bite force among dogs, measuring a ridiculous 743 pounds per square inch. That's not a bite. That's a medieval weapon. In Turkey, farmers do not just own Kangals, they practically worship them. These dogs are livestock guardians, wolf deterrents, and the four-legged equivalent of putting up 50 do not enter signs, followed by a tripwire and a bear trap. Picture this. You are a hungry wolf, creeping toward a flock of sheep for an easy snack. Suddenly, out steps a 140-pound canine brick wall with the eyes of ancient judgment and the posture of someone who has never lost a fight. You are not just turning back, you are rethinking your entire lifestyle and maybe applying to art school. Kangals do not chase intruders, they wait. Still, silent, patient. And when they finally move, the earth apologizes for being beneath their feet. Rottweiler, the bodybuilder with a badge. Rottweilers are the silent gym veterans of the dog world. Not the show-offs who grunt for attention. These are the ones calmly bench-pressing 500 pounds, sipping a protein shake, and silently judging your form from across the yard. Originally bred to pull carts through rugged terrain and herd cattle twice their size, a Rottweiler is what happens when centuries of discipline, muscle, and duty smash together into one four-legged unit of pure loyalty, with traps bigger than your dreams. Their bite force? 328 pounds per square inch. That's not a nibble. That's enough pressure to crack bone, split wood, and make an uninvited guest regret all of their life choices in under 2 seconds. It's like getting hit with a sledgehammer, but fluffier. These dogs defend their families with the intensity of a guy guarding his last scoop of whey protein at the gym. They don't just remove threats, they escort them off the premises with Roman Empire efficiency. The best part? Rottweilers don't need to growl. They don't need to bark. They just give you that look. Calm, still, and unnervingly focused. Like a bodyguard who knows he can end the fight before it starts. And that stare? Oh, it's not just intense. It's spiritually unsettling. It's the kind of stare that makes you remember every embarrassing thing you've ever done. Saint Bernard, the avalanche bulldozer. Saint Bernards aren't just dogs. They're fluffy, four-pawed rescue bulldozers built for extreme conditions and powered by pure hero energy. We're talking 150 to 180 pounds of muscle, fur, and divine intervention, bred to stomp through the Swiss Alps like the snow owes them rent money. These gentle giants were born for one job: dig people out of avalanches. And they do it with the confidence of a snowplow that decided it's too good for roads. Saint Bernards don't walk through snow. They part it like Moses parted the sea, and if you're buried under 6 feet of ice, they'll sniff you out, dig you up, and bring you back to life with a whiskey barrel and 1,000 cuddles. And let's talk bite force. While they're lovers, not fighters, the Saint Bernard still boasts a respectable 195 pounds per square inch of jaw pressure. That's enough to crack through bone, chew through thick rope, or gently carry a person's arm out of a snowbank without leaving a mark. That's precision. That's control. That's respect. Despite their monstrous size and heads the size of basketballs, they're soft-hearted sweethearts, the type to help an injured hiker by day. But listen closely. Skip their walk, ignore their dinner, or forget their belly rubs, and you'll awaken the full fury of a snowbound couch with legs. They'll redecorate your living room like a furry interior designer with zero regard for your furniture. Big head, bigger heart, and the biggest puddles of drool you've ever seen. Belgian Malinois, the tactical nuke in fur. The Belgian Malinois isn't just a dog. It's a four-legged tactical nuke with fur, fangs, and focus that could put Navy SEALs to shame. This isn't your average good boy. No. This is the breed chosen by special forces, SWAT teams, and elite military units around the world. If the Malinois were human, it would have a black belt in 6 martial arts, a degree in physics, fluency in Morse code, and a viral YouTube channel called Catch Me If You Can. You can. Speed. Faster than your last relationship's commitment issues. Agility? Think parkour mixed with caffeine. Strength? This beast can drag a full-grown adult through a fence like it's hauling a chew toy and do it while still maintaining eye contact. And the brain? Oh, it's not just smart. It's solve puzzles, unlock doors, hack your Wi-Fi, and fake a passport smart. Now let's talk bite force. 195 to 225 pounds per square inch. Not the highest on the list, but trust me, it's not about the number, it's about how they use it. A Malinois doesn't just bite, it targets, it locks, it executes with surgical precision, like a canine special operative with a mission and zero mercy. These dogs don't follow you. They shadow you, like a ghost with teeth. Well-trained, they are loyal, fearless, obedient, and terrifyingly efficient. Poorly trained, and you'll apologize to them for buying the wrong brand of dog food. And that stare? It's the look of a creature that knows exactly how fast you're moving, how many exits are in the room, and how long it would take to neutralize every threat. It doesn't just say, "I will call the FBI." It says, "I am the FBI." American Pitbull Terrier, the muscle missile. The American Pitbull Terrier isn't just a dog. It's a misunderstood anime protagonist in dog form. Think underdog with a redemption arc, overflowing power, and enough raw determination to bench press destiny itself. They're built like a tank, act like a clown, and love like it's their full-time job. These dogs are pure muscle wrapped in a tight hoodie of zoomies and cuddles. One second they're flopping onto your lap like a 60-pound baby. The next they're doing parkour off your furniture during a 3 a.m. burst of chaos energy. And while their bite force clocks in at 235 pounds per square inch, don't let the number fool you. It's not just about pressure. It's about relentless, turbocharged determination. When a pit bull grabs something, it becomes theirs. Whether it's a rope, a tire, or your ego after losing tug of war. That grip doesn't quit. It commits. Yes, they've been slandered by bad owners and worse media. But in the right hands, a pit bull becomes what they were always meant to be. A loyal, loving powerhouse who would die for their humans but cry if you accidentally stepped on their paw. They're bodybuilders with teddy bear hearts, the type to crush stereotypes and then fall asleep on your chest snoring like a chainsaw. And when you see one looking up at you with that big blocky head and dopey grin, you'll realize they're not just dogs. They're ride-or-die best friends with the strength to pull a truck and the soul to heal one. English Mastiff, the living fortress. Imagine hearing a loud thud in your house. No thunder, no earthquake. Just your 230-pound English Mastiff casually collapsing into nap mode like a medieval drawbridge being lowered for bedtime. These dogs aren't pets. They're load-bearing walls with fur. Their heads, microwave-sized. Their paws, bigger than your entire Wi-Fi router. Their presence, instant security system upgrade. Back in ancient Rome, English Mastiffs were gladiator dogs, literally squaring off against lions in colosseums just to entertain crowds. These beasts weren't just part of history, they trampled it. Fast forward to now, and they're still absolute units. Only now they spend their days guarding your house by simply existing. No intruder wants to mess with a dog whose neck is thicker than their torso. Their bite force? An impressive 556 pounds per square inch. That's more than enough to crush bones, split boards, or snap a baseball bat like a breadstick. Though honestly, they'd rather use that jaw for carrying snacks or gently booping you for belly rubs. Despite their titanic mass, these giants are walking pillows of patience. They love their people with every square inch of their colossal hearts. But, and this is key, threaten their family, and they will become a one-dog wrecking ball of righteous fury, barreling through anything that dares to come close. You won't hear growling. You'll hear the earth move. Still, even these canine kaijus have a soft side. They'll trip over their own floppy jowls trying to catch a butterfly. They'll sit on your lap and crush your legs without remorse. Cane Corso, the Roman war dog. The cane Corso doesn't walk. It patrols. Every step it takes echoes with the spirit of ancient battlefields, shattered shields, and terrified invaders. Descended from Roman war dogs that once charged into battle alongside legions, the cane Corso still carries that same war-born confidence. Like it used to win wars before breakfast, and still made it home in time for belly rubs. Weighing between 90 to 120 pounds, this isn't just muscle. It's ancient weaponry motion. The body is solid, but it's the presence that hits you. When a cane Corso enters a room, every other pet looks away. Every cat reevaluates its life choices. Even the shadows back off a bit. It doesn't bark to threaten, it stares. And that stare says, "I've seen empires fall. Try me." Now let's talk bite force. An earth-cracking 700 pounds per square inch. That's not a bite. That's a historical reenactment of the Punic Wars, but with more teeth. Enough to crush bone, tear through intruders, and make your stainless steel garbage can rethink its purpose in life. And don't let that discipline fool you. These dogs are smart. Like open doors, unlock cabinets, and decode your emotional state based on how you poured their kibble. Smart. You don't own a cane Corso. You enter a mutual protection pact. Break your end of the deal, and your favorite shoes will become chewable lessons in humility. But treat them right, and you'll have a guardian, a strategist, and a fiercely loyal war buddy who would gladly defend you from invaders or Jehovah's Witnesses. They're not here to make friends. They're here to stand guard over your life with the silent grace of a Roman statue and the bite strength of a mythological beast. Tibetan Mastiff, the fluffy doom cloud. If a lion, a bear, and a thunderstorm had a baby, gave it a royal blowout, and whispered ancient secrets into its ears, you'd get the Tibetan Mastiff. This isn't just a dog. This is a mythical beast, wrapped in 10 pounds of holy fur and silent judgment. Bred in the Himalayas to guard entire villages, temples, and actual Buddhist monks, from leopards, not squirrels, not your neighbor's cat, leopards, apex predators. And the Tibetan Mastiff's response? Cute. I fought worse on a Tuesday, weighing up to 160 pounds, and covered in so much luxurious fluff they look like royalty attending war. These dogs are walking snow fortresses. Their bark? Thunder having an existential crisis. Their stare? Cold enough to refreeze Everest. And the bite? Oh, it's no joke. The Tibetan Mastiff packs a bite force of around 550 to 660 pounds per square inch. That's enough to make a steel door question its life choices. But here's the thing. They rarely use it. They don't need to. Their presence alone repels evil spirits and unwanted guests. They are strong, they are proud, and they are absolutely, unapologetically royal. One even sold for over $1 million. That's not a pet. That's a luxury status symbol that breathes, snores like a dragon, and silently critiques your fashion choices. This isn't the dog that fetches your ball. This is the dog that watches you throw it once, and then asks, why? They'll protect your home like it's a sacred monastery. But don't expect them to roll over on command. They take orders from no one, unless you earn their respect, or bribe them with treats imported from the clouds. Hi. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and comment what animals should I explain next. That's all, and see you on part 2.